Hello, welcome back to MC Shaving. We're going to do another shave for you because I need it. We have a little bit of growth. And we're going to use a new product today that was sent to me by nakedarmor. It's not a shaver, it's not a bowl, it's not a razor. It's an aftershave balm with hemp. Now this is a new product that nakedarmor had come up with. And they sent it to me asking me, hey, would you review this and tell me what you think of it? And a lot of times when I look at reviews online, no matter the product, no matter the company, no matter what, it's an initial reaction review. So they open it, they look at it, they tell you their thoughts, what they see, what they think. They may apply a soap or an aftershave or whatever, and then it's an immediate reaction type scenario. Well, I took it a step further a little bit. I've had this for a while. I've used it a couple times. I wanted to see how it works. I wanted to understand what it does. Does it do what it claims to do, etc., etc. So I have some pictures of a shave where I had some irritation and I used this for the first time, and I'll share with you the story, the outcome of that, and we're going to use it in today's shave. We're also going to use some Cremo Mint Cream, and I paired it with some Gillette Pure, because the Cremo sometimes fades. It doesn't really have staying power. And the Pure is a nice shave cream. It gives it its fluff. So we have it mixed up in the Stirling little blue travel bowl here. And we're using the West Coast Shaving Beacon brush. This is with the ivory handle. It's a soft synthetic. So we're going to use that. And inside the soap, I did use some Stirling Frost Drops. So we are going to have a little bit of a menthol shave today. And then for the razor, we're going to use the King C Gillette razor. This is a mild head. It's a nice razor. I enjoy it. And then inside we have a, if I turn this around the right way, a shark blade. I've used the shark blade before. And then before we get started, we are going to use a little pre-shave oil because I have some massive growth happening, and that's a mild head. Hopefully that razor will be able to get through this, but the shark blade's pretty sharp, so I'm hoping the combo works. But this is from Mountaineer brand. That's right. So this is Cool Mint Pre-Shave Oil from Mountaineer brand. So since we're using the mint shave cream, I figured we'll use a little bit of this. Oh, I dropped the cap. There we go. I just got out of the shower. You can see the towel behind me. Now this doesn't have a stopper. It's wide open. So just got to be careful when you use it. You can smell the mint. This is non-mentholated, by the way. This shave oil. It does have good consistency. It feels almost like, well, oil. It's slick and a bit sticky, right? But it doesn't. It feels not as thick as the Art of Shaving, but thicker than some of the more mainstream brands. I mean, it's pretty good. And I got a few of these sample pre-shave oils long ago. I dropped the top again. My hands are slippery. When I got their shave soap, which I still have it. It's not one of my favorites, but I do like their pre-shave oils. Okay, clean off the hands a little bit. So here it is, the month of August, and it's been a while since I've had a shave for you guys. So things have been good. Family's doing okay. My daughter was in a major theater production. It was a summer camp that the local theater company was putting on, which actually the kids have been waiting like 18 months for, because they canceled last year due to COVID. And in New York State, we were at a point where we could open back up and do stuff, but now I just heard on the news this morning that there's been an uptick in COVID cases, like 44% since last week. There's this Delta variant and Alpha variant. It's like, man, I'm fully vaccinated, so is the wife. My child has her first shot. She just turned 12, so she's going to go get her second shot in a couple weeks. So she'll be ready for the return to school, which as of now is going to be back in the building full-time 5 days a week without, remote, but we shall see how that plays out. But it's been a busy summer. I've talked about doing an extension on the home. That's finally, moving forward. We haven't broken ground yet, but our architect is drafting the plans, so those plans should be ready this week. We've lined up a concrete company to pour concrete. We've lined up a contractor to do the building, which unfortunately one of his crew members caught COVID over this past weekend, and he is feeling congested, and he hasn't received his shots because he takes steroids. He's got medical condition. So hopefully all the best for him, and that he doesn't have it. But scary times, man. This still hanging around, this variant, I'm telling you. I wish we could just be done with this virus altogether. Well, so far, it seems to be chopping through the thickness, but the cheek is the easiest area of the face. Most people don't get cuts on their cheek. The skin is pretty taut. It's rougher, more rigid. Let's see how we do down here in the base of the neck. I could feel the menthol from the Frost Drops. It has a little bit of the mint smell from the Cremo cream, which is nice. Cremo does have strong scents in their shave soap. And you could tell the nature of the Gillette. Nothing is dissipating. It gives it more volume. I've mixed Cremo with the Pure. I've mixed Cremo with Pacific Shaving. I've mixed it with Thayer's. And Cremo is decent by itself. It's definitely cost effective for those of you that are looking for cheaper soaps that are readily available in your big box stores. Now, you've seen me use other Cremo products, so I like Cremo as a company. They produce decent products. They have aftershave balm. They have the cologne. They have a lot of beard products. So they're not a bad company, and they tend to get a bad rap on their soap sometimes. And even me, I'll knock it because I think it could be better. No, their Reserve blend is really good. That has its own staying power, but the stuff in the tube, not so much. Trying a little different design on the goatee. Just wanted to do something different. I think it looks alright. I chopped a little bit off of this side extra, so I'm trying to grow it back. What do you guys think? Stick with it? Get rid of it? Full goatee? I don't know. The wife doesn't seem to mind. But anyway, back to the Cremo, their shave sticks are okay. I like their shave sticks that they came out with, especially the vanilla. It surprised me how much more effective the shave stick soap is over the tube cream. So like I said, Cremo's decent. I usually mix it with something just to enhance its ability, and I have so many shave soaps and stuff, it doesn't, I don't mind mixing it together. and it does well. I mean, you can see here, right? It does fairly well, and it holds. It holds. But enough of me babbling about the shave soap. Let me get to the aftershave balm that we're going to use, which is the hemp. Now, there are a lot of products on the market that have hemp now. It seems to be the latest thing. And for those of you that have been behind a rock or have not been exposed to anything with hemp, yes, it has the oil or the extract from a marijuana plant, and it's supposed to have healing abilities. You know, people use it in the medical community for medicinal purposes if you have glaucoma and stuff like that. But this is nowhere near as strong. I mean, you're not going to get a buzz. You're not going to get addicted. It's, you know, nothing's going to happen to you. But it will help with irritated skin, red skin, after you're done shaving. And the initial reactions when I had used it, I opened it up and I was like, whoa, this is Vicks. Like Vicks Vapor Rub. It actually has that medicated smell. But the ingredients, you know, that they had put in it, you know, the hemp oil and stuff, it's not the... it doesn't contain the same elements or personalities that are going to create an addiction. And they've medically reduced its impact in that fashion, you know, simply because it's a nationally sold product. And even in New York State, you know, hemp, you know, the real stuff, you know, that's not even legal yet. So they wouldn't be able to sell it here. But it's soothing and refreshing. I'll give you a shot of the back. So here's the ingredients. You can pause the camera if you want, but it has a lot of different butters and oils in it. And when you first open it up, I mean, it looks like Vicks Vaseline. It smells like Vicks, but it doesn't have that staying power, you know, that you can, you know, the next thing you put it under your nose and you can breathe at night. No, it doesn't have that. But as I had mentioned, I did try the product out because I wanted to give you guys an actual review and results of it. So I took a shave and I had a real, not a bad reaction, but I used a new blade that was not one of my favorite blades. I've never tried it before. I think it was a treat blade, and I did it in my Parker 69 with an open comb razor, and I had about the same amount of growth as I had today. It was grown in pretty good. So I did that shave, and I had redness all on the neck, you know, and I didn't realize it after the shave. Like 30 minutes later, I was driving the car. I looked in the rearview mirror and I was like, oh, red. I took some pictures of it, so let me share those pictures with you. So you could see, I guess you could tell depending on the angle and the sunlight, right? But it was all red. So I came home, and this was probably, I don't know, an hour or two afterwards. So it had reached its max redness, I'll say, max irritation point. I didn't apply it right away. And that was one of the things that... you know, I didn't know to start off with. I wasn't planning on using it for that shave, but I was like, hey, you know what? Let me put it on and let me see what happens. Let me see if the redness goes away. What does it feel like? How does it look 24 hours later? So I was able to do that. I put it on, and besides like the initial reaction of the smell, it didn't burn. It did soothe. Not that it was itchy or anything, but I mean, you could, it wasn't like burning. It was more of a, oh, I have redness, right? But it wasn't like skin irritation, like, oh man, it's burning. It was noticeable, but it did soothe. And I would say probably later that night, maybe the redness sheen had reduced a little bit, and then by the next day it was a little better. So I have some pictures to show you kind of the change of for the next day. So here, take a look at these. So the redness did go down a little bit. And like I said, it does what it advertises it's supposed to do. And in a situation where I had irritation, it didn't make it worse. It didn't make me feel uncomfortable. You know, that's proof that the product does what it says it's going to do. And you know, a lot of products out there will say it contains hemp, but I mean, really, how much? What's the percentage of hemp, and does it really work? I mean, you rarely see like the after effects when someone uses something. So that's why I wanted to treat this a little bit different, and I wanted to bring you guys actual pictures of what happens like before and after. And I actually had irritation where I could use it and see for myself what happened. You know, it felt fine. It never burned a lot, but it was definitely noticeably reduced, and it did soothe. And my skin wasn't dry. It didn't dry out the skin. It didn't react to any cologne that I put on the next day. I was still able to smell the cologne. I mean, the smell that you get when you open it, I mean, it's there, and maybe when you put it on, but then it dissipates. It doesn't linger around, and it doesn't feel sticky on the skin. I mean, after you put it on, you know, it's a little bit there, but you know, you wash your hands, but you don't wash your face because you don't want it to come off. And you know, after like 10 minutes, I mean, you don't even know it's there anymore. So, I mean, it works. All right, we're gonna do just a quick touch up here on the cheeks, and down here on the neck. So I guess that shark blade worked pretty good. That mild razor from Gillette and the shark blade, I mean, it did pretty good. It didn't create any irritation as far as what I can tell. I don't feel it. I didn't feel it grabbing and rubbing during the shave, and I did feel that when I used the other one. So, in fact, I shaved twice, and I think I shaved the same direction down here on the neck. I just recognized that. I didn't do. No wonder why there was still some rough stuff, because I didn't do a different pattern across the surface. I'm too gabby with you guys. I don't know, I'm not paying attention. But you know what? Maybe in its own right, when you have a lot of face hair, maybe I'm onto something. You know, you guys let me know this if you try it, but if you have a lot of growth, you want to shave it off, maybe go with the grain twice and really make sure that it's covered. And then when you go against the grain or across the grain, maybe it won't be as irritative, or it'll be easier to shave, or you won't get any nicks. Now I have a lot of different things happening here. You know, I had pre-shave oil on. You know, I have a mix of shave creams, so I really can't tell you one shave cream over the other. Oh, that's my daughter out there. I could hear her. She's probably recording me through the door because I'm making a video. Whatever. If only I can get her to pay attention to me when I ask her to do something. Okay. Yeah, that did the trick. Yeah, real nice. All right, let me do a quick rinse. I guess maybe I got a couple little nicks down here. The other good thing about Cremo is that it does have slickness. It will hang around for a while, even though it dissipates. Right? Never got that. It dissipates, but it does have slickness. Yeah, go figure. Okay. All right. And just like last time, no toner, no nothing. I'm going to go straight into this because this is a balm, so I wanted to see how this works. Just take a little bit out, right? It's goopy, right? Has that medicated smell. Oh, that's a lot. Just kind of rub it in. And it does soothe. I could smell it with my nose, the medicated smell. Maybe a little bit more. But this, I could tell you that all-purpose aftershave balm, I mean, you don't need to have redness. You could use this for any shave. And you get quite a bit in here. I mean, this is a 4 fluid ounce, 118 milliliter jar. So, I mean, you get quite a bit. And it feels nice. Now it's going to take a moment for it to set into the skin, so you could tell there's a sheen on my face. You know, you could tell here, right? So I do have some left over on my hand. So you will have to do a quick wash. It feels like oil, like oil residue. There is some left over. So like oil goes into the skin, so does this. And I'm not going to do any cologne. I'm not going to put any other products on. This is it. I'm just going to leave it, and it'll be fine all by itself. And I want to thank Naked Armor for sending that to me. Appreciate trying it. You know, I originally said yes, that I would try it because I've never used anything with hemp before. I've seen them all over. Everybody has a product and whatnot. So Naked Armor's not doing anything unique, but their own formula. And I figured I'd try it, see how it reacts. And I have no problems with it. I'd use it over and over again. So thank you for letting me share that, Naked Armor, and thank all of you for watching my videos. I know it's been quite a bit of time since I've had a shave on camera, but I don't have a ton of new products, and I know things could kind of get boring if you use the same thing over and over, but I do have new stuff that I didn't use purposely in this video. I do have new stuff that I will share with you in upcoming videos. Plus, I know I still have a lot of states to get through for the Shave America series. We're over a third of the way. So definitely over half of the states still to go, and I have some in the can. I just need to edit them, but we'll bring you guys some of those videos soon as well. Summer's wrapping up, so enjoy your family, enjoy vacations, getting ready to get back to the school, if there is going to be a normal school year. And I know that the coronavirus is still out there, so everybody stay safe. If you have not already, get vaccinated. It's the best thing that you can do for yourself and others. Be well, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.